YouTube, it's Rico, man. I'm back on another video. Y'all see what we getting into, man. We getting into the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, full game 6 highlights, man. Game was crazy yesterday. I was not expecting the Thunder to force a game 7. I either way gave this series a 50-50 chance between both teams because I didn't expect Houston to play Russ at all this series. But I was just telling one of my friends, I was like, bro, if this game go past 5 games, Houston is going to play Russ. Sure enough, what happened? The series went 2-2, and then that's when Houston said, all right, we're going to play Russ. And Russ was basically supposed to be, I guess, 100% healthy. And they felt like he was more, like, I forgot what they said. But basically, he was healthy. Like, they was, like, expecting him to be ready for game 5 or whatever. Sure enough, he was. So, he played game 5. Didn't have a great game, but Houston had got the dub. So sure enough, game 6 come along, thinking they finna close out. CP3 just happened to show up to the game and said, nah, bruh, y'all gonna have to beat us up to make us get closed out. It's simple. This series definitely is hard fought, and nobody probably would ever have thought that these two teams, ironically, trade CP3 from Houston to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma wasn't deemed to even be in the playoffs this year. Let that sink in. Then this man's forced them to one of the best records in the West. Sorry, my voice just cracked like a mug. But forced one of the best records in the West for Oklahoma, sure enough, to meet up with them in the first round. I know that was awkward for Houston. Like, what? Like, ironically, the guy we traded away to make James Harden our number 1, but to give him somebody that they think would complement his game way better than CP3 and get them over the hump finally of getting to a conference finals and basically going to a finals, just to get forced to a game 7 instead in the playoff series. If CP3 and Oklahoma win game 7, Houston is gonna look salty. I'm telling you, everybody on that team is going to be salty, from the players to the GM. Because CP3 basically just slapped them in the face and said, y'all saying I was the problem. Whole time, I was doing my job, pretty much. It ain't my fault James Harden couldn't close out Golden State Warriors that one year. I think it was 2018, or was it 2019? Because CP3 got injured. And Houston, I think, was up 3-2. It was something like that. I just know the series, I think, went to a game 7. And James Harden couldn't close. If CP3 would have played in that series that I'm talking about, I think Houston would have beat the Rockets. Because Houston at the time pretty much was the only team that can match the offensive power of the Warriors, because almost they had a lot of players that could shoot the 3. What people don't know is, the Warriors were a complete unseen team in NBA history that nobody could ever seen before, with that amount of shooting power on one team. Was almost about to lose to another team that could rival their shooting power. So Houston had the players to definitely basically put them away. So Hey, it is what it is, though, man. But hey, like I said, if Houston lose Game 7, finna be saltiness going on in that Rockets organization. Simple. Oh yeah, hold on, y'all. I'm tweaking. I ain't even start the what's the name? Hold on, y'all. I gotta restart.
Hey, my Twitter's blowing up. Dear Jackbox, bring back the spicy chicken strips.
We gotta add, y'all. Hold on just 1 second, man. Sorry about that, but I just had to let y'all know that, man. Like, this series is crazy for sure.
Combo for only $5.99.
Start the screen record. It started. Alright, now let's start this video.
To get Gordon going, his shooting has been an issue here for Houston.
Now that's why Coach Mike D'Antoni's made the first play for him trying to get in. How about Luke Dort?
Good ball
also
movement.
Westbrook, his second game back. Missed 2 weeks with a quad injury. Had just 7 points in 24 minutes. And
good take, good take.
For both of these teams so far. Only 6 points on the board. Gilgeous-Alexander, wow, somehow he finished that one.
Yeah, that was a tough looking layup.
Right,
I'm surprised that even went in.
Like you said.
Covington for 3, that's pure.
Fans have figured out this is who he's been his whole time in the career. His commitment to excellence.
Good
this
inside
OKC
pass.
team would not be that good without that second coach on the floor named Chris Paul.
It's been remarkable to watch him operate both on and off the court here. Such meaningful moments as Harden puts one off the
good end one. That was a tough end one too.
Harden, crafty all the way in, easy for James Harden. Keep Harden off the line. You know he's going to get there. Rockets shoot a ton of free throws all year. Chris Paul buries a little bit of range.
Also, Chris Paul, he one of those players that utilizes that mid-range game. Like, when I thought about it, Kawhi ain't the only one that got that mid-range. CP3 had to remind people that he also got that mid-range game for sure. Because he got a knockdown. If he get it anywhere inside by the free throw line, on the elbows, or the top of the free throw line, or whatever the case is, anywhere pretty much in the mid-range area, he's knocking that down. Simple. It don't matter. You can contest all you want. He's knocking that down.
Range for James Harden. Paul all the way in.
They're all bonded,
crafty.
and I think just like the players or just like the staff members or the media members who were in the green zone here and really isolated from the outside world.
As well. Don't know if you saw fans out there, them, on social media. They've been a big part of this too. So shout out to our WNBA sisters and also.
Gilgeous-Alexander now. See the Rockets? They switch everything. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3.
Hey, he also playing great. Like, I remember when the series started, when Houston was kind of just beating on, 'cause I think they went 2-0. And then that's when Chris Paul and the Thunder basically won, I think, 2 straight. And then once Russ came back, that's when they won, obviously got the series lead. But Alexander, CP3 and him, underrated duo. He definitely stepped up to his first playoff series. Like, this is his very first playoff series, and he's playing like he's been here before. So, I got to give Alexander some credit. He balling this series, for real.
It's a big hit for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And again, credit the switching defense and also the amoeba zone a little bit that they've been playing. Getting the stops.
Strong to the
Yeah,
basket.
Russ, he unstoppable one-on-one. It just depends on who you got guarding him, but majority of the time, unstoppable. In that mid-range, unstoppable.
Just underway in the second quarter. And Westbrook goes strong, and 1 for Westbrook.
I ain't gonna lie, this man's in a whole lot of layups this game. Yeah, nobody can really stop him unless you a real good defender. Like, if you just got somewhat alright defense, it's not good enough to stop that man on the fast break. It's just that simple. He got too much explosiveness and agility and stuff to get to the rim.
Sprinting down the floor. Schroeder, little secondary move, and he gets to the basket.
Schroeder playing great this series too. He's definitely playing great coming off in the second unit.
Now Not expecting that if you're Adams. Now,
Oh, well, actually, he kind of playing in the first unit because he do get minutes with a majority of the first unit team. So even off the bench, though, he's still doing a lot of good stuff for them. So shout out to him.
Harden taking it all the way. Beasley on him. No contest. James Harden, Houston Rockets. So far,
James Harden unstoppable too on that fast break because he know how to get to the rim.
Sometimes you probably text him for the game. Good luck, son. And if we play you, we're gonna beat you. So a competitive family.
Good take.
Here's Harden now. Across the lane, scores at the rim. Going into the halftime.
He had a lot of tough finishes this game.
Across the lane, Schroeder scores the runner.
This game was close from beginning, basically all game long.
Last chance. That one's true.
Yeah, see stuff like that. Hey, that 3-ball, even though a lot of people don't like how the NBA has become, I don't know how to say it, but a lot of people just don't like the team shooting threes that much. But it is what it is. It's a part of the game. So if it's a part of the game, I feel like you should utilize anything by any means to get your dub. If it's a part of the game and it's legal, etc., do it. Shit. Like the 3-ball, that is better than 2, easily. And that 3-ball can upset a lot of teams in the long run.
To the basket by Schroeder. Here is Gordon, last chance. That one's true. Eric Gordon just needed a wild shot to fall.
Yeah, obviously the emphasis, as you guys said, is the start because of what happened in Game 5. But watch Luke Dort.
Westbrook crosses over, kicks it.
And they kind of went on a big run right here. They went on a run, so they could have definitely had put them away towards the end of the third, but they wasn't going.
Gallinari with another 3, so an answer here.
You can play them so differently, forcing guys to shoot shots that you want them to take and not commit.
Good pass, the ball movement.
Gallinari, he's been their best weapon. Nearly at the half-court line. Working on Adams, easy for James.
Yeah, I heard somebody just say, "Hey, Travis."
All the way around the horn again. House got it. Another 3-pointer down.
That 3-ball, man, some vicious.
Paul, strong. Paul, wow, what a finish there.
That was a tough shot, too.
They only make 11. They have 6 now, so this is right on schedule for them.
Harden for 3. He's got it.
30 minutes.
Unstoppable 3.
Yesterday he was able to practice without
real.
soreness.
If
So
he
right
hot,
now, just over
hey.
16 minutes for Russ.
All right, Jared, thank you, Ed. Chris Paul and Beasley, nothing there. Finds Dort. Does he got
Good
the high hand?
pass.
Oh, Dort coming alive here with back-to-back shoes.
And shout out to him too. He stepped up too because he playing real good defense this whole series.
Haven't seen much of him
Because
in
he
the
a
second half.
big reason why they had won 2 straight too by guarding James Harden.
Chris Paul taking Jeff Green one-on-one. Last 2 possessions of James Harden. Westbrook on the drive. Westbrook and 1.
Yeah, like I said earlier, a lot of tough finishes, but they going crazy.
Now he swapped places with Beasley. 3-pointer is good. The left-hander. 5. There's Tucker. A little bit of a scramble here. Shot clock to 1. Covington just
Good
gets
take,
it off
good
and
take.
scores. Here goes Beasley on the drive. Kicks it to Paul. Wide open for 3. That was good. Chris Paul.
Good play.
Gordon kicks it. Tucker open for 3. That's good.
18 for Houston.
Covington for 3. That one's true. It was a 16-3.
That 3-ball, I'll tell y'all, it do wonders, but hey.
With the ball. Gordon on the drive, working on
Good
Gilgeous.
take. I thought he was going to pull
Gordon
that.
goes strong. Their 3-point guard lineup, their closing lineup. The 3-point guards with Gallinari and Adams. Step back for Harden. 3-point hit for James
Unstoppable,
Harden. That's a big
man.
one.
That move is just unstoppable.
Getting to the paint.
Paul for 3. Oh, a big shot for Chris Paul.
And he a shooter for real. What a lot of people don't realize, unless you a real basketball fan and understand the game and watch Chris Paul and how he plays and utilize all of his abilities to make sure his team is able to compete with the best of the best, he could be, because he's really a pure point guard. Like, what I mean by that, he's constantly always looking to get guys involved, moving the ball around, setting up guys to get their shots off and stuff like that. But he's a scorer. Like, he's a legit scorer besides being a pure point guard. The man can shoot the three, drive, and utilize the mid-range. And I think he only like 6 foot or 6'1". And he's one of those type of guards that no matter how big or small he is, he's going to get the job done regardless. And he's been doing it for years and years. And people is really starting to realize, like, this man is a legit great scorer besides just being a great pure point guard. Shout out to Chris Paul.
Paul's had a big half as well. Played a ton of minutes. Now another three-pointer is up.
Oh, my God.
What a big shot for Chris Paul again.
Don't let Chris Paul get turned up, man, for real. And I think he, like, what, 33? I gotta go look up his age, but I know he up there in age, like close to Brian and them. But he's still balling for his age too, so I gotta give him credit. And despite the injuries he had all his career, he's still performing at a high level at this age.
Big 7-footer and get this on the other end.
That
shows you never had 5 guys get back and converge like that before, and that started with Harden and Gordon getting back in the play.
Here's Schroeder, breaks free and
Good
scores
take by
the
Schroeder.
layup. Tied. Ball to Tucker, nearly stolen away. Harden, hand in the face, has to put it up. Jab step, 3 on the way.
Ooh, I thought he hit
No
that.
good. Ball now matched up with Covington. Crosses him up, drives, and a foul. Foul. We'll take that.
Can't send him to the line in that situation. You gotta force him to drive and hopefully make him just shoot something tough.
Now they're going to have to foul.
They're trying to foul Gallinari. Precious time coming off the clock. 3.8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Made all 3 of his threes in the fourth. Harden puts up a heave. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's tough. Hey, Chris Paul is a tough guard. Like, anybody could tell you that. I'm pretty sure once he retired, y'all gonna start hearing some amazing stories about how he plays the game. Like, literally. He don't always gotta just, I gotta get my shots off. He's so given to his teammates, like he doesn't have to worry about getting his shots off because he knows he's gonna be able to get them later on whenever the team needs them. So he's one of those guards where he could still be a pure playmaking point guard, but also be a scorer. And that's the problem with a lot of guards. I think in the NBA right now, yeah, they're great in talent. It's crazy. It's not even up for debate. This era got the best talented guards in the NBA history right now. But what a lot of these guards don't understand, I feel like you shouldn't have to be a scorer first guard. Because point guards is literally what it say. Yeah, you can be a scorer because it says point guard on your position. But at the same time, point guards really are supposed to be playmakers. And then go ahead and get whatever they need as far as scoring. I feel like if Kyrie, Dame, it's a couple. Well, Dame not in that discussion because Dame he does both to a T. He'll make sure he get his 6 or 7 assists a game consistently. But I feel like guys like Kyrie, who else another point guard that's more of a scorer first before pure playmaking? It's Kyrie, Kemba kind of in that category because if you look on their stats, they're kind of identical, and their assist is always below like 6 or 7. So I feel like they definitely got the skill set to get 6 or 7 assists per game, but that's not how they play. But it is what it is. Kemba, Kyrie. No, you know what? I can't even say Kemba just because he do utilize his teammates even well. Like, he's one of those players where he could get his shots off, but also get his guys involved at the same time here and there. It depends on the guys if they're hitting their shots or not. But Kyrie, we all know Kyrie is more of a I gotta create and then get y'all involved type shit. But I can't even think of no other guards right now. But it's a lot of guards that's more of a scoring first before they play make type thing. Like if they played the way that Chris Paul play, teams that they playing on would just be dangerous, super dangerous. Cause you ain't never gonna know when this guy might turn up. He ain't gotta turn up off rip and then do what he gotta do for his teammates to get involved. Like no, he's gonna just surprise you and just go off. And then once he goes off and it be late in the game like this one, it's gonna be too late. Cause you used to him playmaking and stuff first to get his guys like going off or doing whatever they gotta do. Then once it gets late in the game, your game plans is gonna be kind of trashed at the moment, just because of the simple fact y'all not really trying to basically look at him as, all right, he's finna start doing this and that and go crazy on offense. Like, you're not looking at him to be that guy to go off at that time, especially late in the game. But it doesn't matter, like I said, because he got the skill set to make the team dangerous. And that's what's so dangerous. You can't anticipate when he's about to go off. Because he could go off at any point of the game. And then if he not going off, best believe he's going to make sure his guys are still playing and going off and doing what they doing. So it's going to be hard to game plan against that, just because you never know when he's going to flip that switch on the offense and just start going crazy. Like, he don't basically jeopardize the team's chances of winning for his own good. Like, he's doing everything for the team to win off of team ball. He ain't that type of person that's, I gotta go out here and shoot 20, 25 shots or something in the game just to have a chance for our team to win. Like, he ain't that type of guy. Simple. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see y'all guys later on. Peace.